Hello, back to the bottom. My name is Beast. Today we're back with Karigurashi Ren'ai. The microphone works, as you may be able to fucking hear. I'm not gonna stop talking about that for at least a few days. Don't worry about it. You'll get used to it. Anyways, after that, our temporary sibling trio went shopping at the supermarket together. Ayaka not only followed us back to Rita's place, but she also helped make dinner and ate with us. During that time, Ayaka was all over Rita, so much so that I got a little jealous. Being treated like that, Rita was completely won over.
それじゃあ、そろそろ帰りますね。
もう帰っちゃうの？泊まっていけばいいのに。
ありがとうございます。でも家族が心配しますから。
そっか。だったら仕方ないよね。
Rita's shoulders slumped sadly. She's completely smitten. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little hearts floating in her eyes. It's getting late. I'll walk you home.
ありがとうございます、お兄ちゃん。それじゃあ、また遊びに来ますね。リトお姉ちゃん。ドキューン！
いつでも遊びに来てね。
He's completely in big sister mode. Or rather, Ayaka's little sister power is just off the charts. This is all undoubtedly the result of me having her call me Oni-chan all the time. I'm surprised I never thought you'd go this far, Ayaka. Say as we walk down the dark street, Ayaka gives me a slightly anxious look.
ちょっとやりすぎだったでしょうか。
I don't think so.
リト先輩、お姉ちゃんに対してだけはちゃんと手を打っておいた方がいいと思って。
I deliberately correct herself. She's planning on sticking with this from now on. I was also thinking I should probably tell Rita that we're dating.
それ、綾香も考えましたけど、その前にケアしておいた方がいいと思ったんです。
I see. I think it was a good move. It wasn't hard for you.
何がです？
You know, calling Rita One-chan and acting all sweet to her.
いえ、綾香もともとお姉ちゃんも欲しかったですし。
Really?
はい、妹と弟はいるから、お姉ちゃんとお兄ちゃんが揃えばコンプリートなんですよ。すごくないですか？
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. My girlfriend has a rather unique way of thinking.
まあ、リトセン、お姉ちゃんとは気が合う方ですし、これが日和だったら正直自信なかったですけど。
I can believe that. I can't even imagine Ayaka looking up to Hyuri as an older sister.
お兄ちゃん。
Ayaka suddenly stops, looking like she wants to say something. Give her hand a tight squeeze.
お兄ちゃん。
Ayaka happily squeezes her back.
今日は言わなくても分かってくれたんですね。
I'm growing every day, you know. I wouldn't worry if we're out so late, so let's head back.
お兄ちゃん、照れてますか？
No, I'm not.
お兄ちゃんは嘘つきです。
As she says this, Ayaka turns her head away, her face blushing. We silently walk towards the Yohakari house. The warmth spreading from her palm feels incredibly pleasant.
リトネって呼んでもらおうかな。
はいはい。それじゃあ次のお泊まりの順番決めます。どうしたんですか今日ね。たっくん、そろそろ自立できるんじゃないの？
I still have saved up a fair bit of money, and I feel bad for continuing to impose on everyone.
でもまだそんなに溜まってないですよね。
別のものは溜まってるかもしれないけどね。
いよりは黙っててください、このうっかりスケベ。
No, that wasn't accidental.
むっつりな綾香に言われたくないぞ。まあ、うちはバイト続けてくれるならどっちでもいいけど。リトお姉ちゃんはどうですか？まだお泊まり続けてほしいですよね。ドキ
そうね。もうちょっと続けてもいいんじゃない？リトお姉ちゃん？
私の知らない間にリトが綾香に寝取られた。もともと日和のものじゃないですよね。リトお姉ちゃんは綾香だけのお姉ちゃんなんです。ドキーン！
Rita is audibly being run over.
みんなのお姉ちゃんである私の座がピンチ。とにかく大多数の意見はお泊まり継続です。 だまだ続けましょう。ドーンと言っちゃいましょう。
そう言ってるけど、たっくんはどうなの？
Well, in that case, I'll take you up on your offer and continue for a little while longer.
よかったです。
Aka's face relaxes in
う
relief.
ん、それならそれでいいけど、うちもたっくんが来てくれないといろいろ困るもんね。
その割にもうやめよう的なこと言ってたじゃん。
あれはカマかけてみただけ。みんなが嫌がってるのに続けるのもあれだしね。
How cunning. Why can't you apply the side of her to her private life? Such a waste of talent.
じゃあ順番決めよっか。たまには申告制にしてみる？
一番がいいです。じゃ、私はその次でいいか。
私も一番が。
リトお姉ちゃん？
私は日和の後でいい。じゃ、私が最後ってことね。
Perhaps because everyone was used to it, the order was decided smoothly. Yep, smoothly. There were no irregularities whatsoever.
お兄ちゃん、明日からお待ちしてますね。
Right.
リトお姉ちゃん、ふつつかなお兄ちゃんですが、今晩はよろしくお願いします。
任せて、あや。
知らないうちにリトが姉貴風吹かせてるということ？男児3日合わざれば刮目してみよですよ。意味わからんし、だいたいお前ら女子だし、
あやちゃんなんかテンション高いわね。何かいいことでもあった？
お兄ちゃんだけじゃなくてお姉ちゃんもできましたから。
ドッキー。
I think it's enough of that.
なんだよそれ。だったら私のこともひよりお姉ちゃんって呼ぶべきじゃね？は、真顔で返された。せめて怒って突っ込んで。
The meeting proceeds entirely at Ayaka's pace. That night, I'm at Rito's house. Rito?
ごめん。今あやとチャットしてるから後にして。
Right. Rito's fallen completely for Ayaka's scheme. It's kind of lonely in its own way.
リトお姉ちゃんがチャットをやめてくれません。
You reap what you sow. You decided to throw an emotional hook into the lonely girl of the group. It was never going to end well. That reminds me, how dare the people in the Kagami Games Discord server. After I finished Kyo's route, I went into the Karigurashi Ren'ai chat and was like, wow, I sure fucking hate, like I finished the first route and already have worst girl. And someone immediately was like, Rito's worst route, by the way. That route was not okay. And I just sit there like, why? Don't make me worried about the route I'm looking forward to the most. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, at least there's now someone threatening to boil that person for daring to badmouth their waifu. Which slightly soothes my worries. Maybe it's just that the guy has bad taste. Entirely possible. Remember correctly, the guy did express a fondness of little sisters, so... And also fondness of kills, so clearly our tastes from the very get-go were not compatible. Still, it's fucking wild. Like, I'm gonna boil you alive like you were feckin' Ishikawa Goemon. Wild shit, Bakara, wild shit. Rita lets out a cute yawn while eating breakfast. You look dead tired.
だってゆうべあやとのチャットが盛り上がっちゃって。
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. In reality, it seems that Rito was the one who unilaterally pestering Ayaka. At one point, Ayaka even sent me an SOS text, had to whine about being sleepy and rather forcefully end the chat.
たくまが邪魔しなかったらもっと楽しくチャットできたのに。
My bad, but don't you think you're laying it on a bit thick?
そんなのたくまには言われたくないんだけど。
Hey, it's not like I'm all over Ayaka either.
あんたは慣れてるかもだけど、私はお姉ちゃんデビューしたてなの。だからいいの。
Right. Seems the wisest course of action is not to provoke her. Ayaka's win over Onechan operation was a success. Well, that feels like it might have been too successful. In any case, at this rate, even my relationship with Ayaka is even if my relationship with Ayaka is exposed, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. No, wait a minute. Hey Rito, what would you do if Ayaka got a boyfriend?
ぶち殺すけど
Oh boy. How can you say that so casually? I don't say that such terrifying things with a straight face.
何よ。じゃあタクマはどうなの？アヤに彼氏ができたらどうするわけ？
I'd beat him to death, of course.
そういうことよ。
Yeah, there you have it. As if not in agreement, I secretly break out in a cold sweat. Ah! He just can't catch a break. After leaving Rito's place, I had my part-time job at Yorichaya. Was this like the one route where they decide to call it Yori Tea House every now and again? Like, instead, not call it Yori Tea House every now and again. Will I be able to get along with Ito now that her big sister instincts have been fully awakened? I just pray it doesn't end in bloodshed. After finishing my shift, I arrived in front of Yoakari House. Alright then. This is the strangest house I know like the back of my hand. But even so, the threshold feels dauntingly high. Safe bet is to contact Ayaka and have her come meet me. Take out my phone and call her, but just as I'm about to do that.
この位置なら外さない。
Could you not talk like a sniper? Something hard is being pressed against the back of my head. I doubt it's a pistol, but I can feel enough killing it tend to make my skin
お
crawl.
前の戸頭をパカーンと開くくらいは造作もない。
If you lay a hand on me, Ayaka won't stay quiet.
姉様の名を出して脅しにかかるなんて。
Say what you will, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do when it comes to staying alive. If anything happens to me, I could get really angry, super angry, you'll unlash an Ayakanic wrath fire.
そこまで姉様に怒っていただけるなら、それも本望。
He's completely prepared for this. I refuse to die here. I crawl through the mud if I have to just to be with Ayaka. That includes resorting to any dirty trick in the book. If you let me go, I'll give you a scandalous selfie of Ayaka. If you like the killing intent shift to hesitation. You'll have an all-you-can-see past Ayaka's cute pictures from now on. Don't you want a photo of Ayaka looking a little bashful?
卑劣な男。
Say what you will. This is all for my and Ayaka's bright future. I'm a little scared of what'll happen if Ayaka finds out, but right now my life is more important.
スマホを。
Yes. I immediately pull out my phone, panned over my phone I'm holding.
メアドを登録しておいた。もし送らなかっ
I'll send it right away, ma'am. When I turn around, Maru is standing there holding a cylindrical object. Is that something for archery? Is she just on her way home from club
た。
activities?
さっさと送れ。
Got it. She tosses my phone back to me. I hurriedly attached the phone in question and sent it to her. But her contact name is just Maru. Kinda cute. Sent. Maru silently looks down at her phone and then... She's dead. Perhaps a person can't survive an overdose of happiness.
勝手に殺さないで。その節穴ぶり、額にもう一つ目を増やしてみる。
I'm so sorry. Please stop poking me with that too, but it actually hurts quite a bit.
私を出し抜こうなんて思わないことね。
Of course not. Laura starts to head to the entrance, but for some reason she comes back. Mr. Something else.
お礼は
Much obliged for the spit. Otto furrows her brows in displeasure, and this time actually goes inside the house. Ugh. Wiping the sweat bit from my face, I sigh a breath of relief. What are you doing over there?
何って何もしてなかったよ。
Could have helped.
出せると思う？
No, I don't.
だったらなんで言ったの？
Take out my frustration, obviously. You should be able to figure that much out.
なんで兄ちゃんは僕にだけそんな強気なの？
He really is a completely useless little brother.
おかえりなさい、お兄ち
Oh, an angel smile seeping into my frayed
ゃ
soul.
ん。なんでそんなにしみじみしてるんですか？
No reason, just talking to myself. It's like my heart is being cleansed. Being welcomed into Ayaka's room again, I'm wrapped in a sense of security. As if I'm being protected by her scent.
お兄ちゃん、何があったんですか？
I'm fine, no problem. Tell the suspicious-looking Ayaka not to worry. I'd rather die than admit I offered up one of her pictures to save my own skin.
嬉しいです。お兄ちゃんがまた来てくれて。
I'm happy to, Ayaka. Two of us gaze at each other.
どうして目をそらすんですか、お兄ちゃん。
It's a little embarrassing.
なんでお兄ちゃんが照れるんですか。もっと堂々としてください。彩香の彼氏さんなんですよ。
I know, but when it's all formal like this, it's embarrassing.
彩香だってちょっと恥ずかしいですけど。
We will start fidgeting. Like the spitting image of a brand new couple. Every time I see this kind of thing in anime or games, I always think, stop dragging your feet, just get on with it. But when I'm the one in the situation, it's not so easy. Have you been well?
はい、彩香は元気でした。知ってますよね。
No, but I wanted to hear it directly from you.
本当はそんなに元気じゃなかったです。
え？
だってお兄ちゃんにあんまり会えなかったから。
Ayaka, thinking that she wasn't so much pain because makes a wave of affection wash over me.
それに
Ayaka puts on her glasses with a click on her tone of voice changes. What?
お兄ちゃんが浮気してないかって。
Don't say it in such a serious tone. Of course I wouldn't do that.
じゃあ聞きますけど、お兄ちゃんの中の浮気のラインってどこまでなんですか？
Line? Well, kissing someone else, for example,
当
right?
たり前です。彩香ともまだじゃないですか。
Ayaka looks away, blushing furiously. Damn, she's freaking cute.
手をつなぐのはどうなんですか？
It's borderline allowed, maybe?
完全にアウトです。お兄ちゃんは彩香が他の男の人と手をつないでても何とも思わないんです。
Of course I'd care. I wouldn't let you hold hands with Ryunosuke or Dad.
さすがにそれは厳しすぎですけど、手つなぎもアウトです。あ、でもリトお姉ちゃんはギリセーフにしておきます。お姉ちゃん
Right. So even if Rito's hand-holding syndrome acts up again, it seems Ayaka won't get angry at me. Not that I can do it out in the open, no.
いいですか？お兄ちゃんは彩香の彼氏さんなんですから。他の人とイチャイチャしちゃダメですよ。
I know, won't be lovey-dovey with anyone else.
はい。彩香、信じてますから。
He says, giving me a carefree smile. Someone who trusts me, she sure was awfully thorough with her questioning. But I'll take it as a sign of how much she cares about me. By the way, Ayaka?
何ですか？そんなに改まって。
If I'm not allowed to with other people, does that mean it's okay for me to be lovey-dovey with you?
それは、いちいち確認するようなことじゃないですよね。
Yeah, you're right. This isn't something you're supposed to overthink. Heart pounding, I reach out to Ayaka.
あ、や姉ちゃん、この漫画の続きある？兄ちゃんが見たことないくらい怖い顔してる。
ダン、今度お姉ちゃんの部屋にノックなしで入ったらどうなると
あ
前に言ったはずだけど。
He is receiving the death glare from two people at the same time.
あや姉ちゃんがモル姉ちゃんみたいに許して。
What a terrible interruption.
そうですね。ちゃんと鍵をかけておきましょう。
Ayaka firmly locks the door. Now we don't have to worry about being interrupted anymore. Step and face Ayaka. So it's not okay with other people, but there's no problem with being lovey-dovey with you, right?
そこからやり直すんですか？いちいち確認するようなことじゃないですよね。
Right, in that case. This time, for good, I reach out to Ayaka and... Man stops dead in its tracks. Sometime, while we were talking, the door has become slightly ajar, and beyond it...
それ以上手を伸ばしたらどうなると思う？
Maru is there, aiming at me with a nocked arrow. He's in a perfect blind spot from Ayaka's position. How'd she open the door? See, you already have a key. Knowing her, something like that would be a piece of cake. Quietly retract my hand to sit back down on the floor.
お兄ちゃん？
As Ayaka blinks in confusion, I clear my throat. Hey Ayaka, what are your thoughts on the recent rise in prices?
どうしたんですか？やぶから棒に。
Don't you think it's a serious problem? Everything's getting more expensive. It's a real pain, right?
はあ
Yeah, Ayaka was bewildered by the completely unrelated topic. The door closes without a sound. That's close. As I feel a sense of relief, a wave of exhaustion washes over
そ
me.
れでお兄ちゃん物価がどうしたんですか
Nothing, forget I said anything.
お兄ちゃん疲れてるんですね
Ayaka patting my head consolingly is a small and pleasant surprise.
姉様がマルは遠距離タイプだねって言ってくれたから
I have negative reason to trust you. Let out a breath as I soak in the bath. As always, staying over at the Ayaka-Route house is unbelievably draining. That said, after this, I'll be able to relax in Ayaka's room. I'm worried about interfering with Maru, about interference from Maru, but as long as I don't try anything funny, I should be fine. Probably. If we see an opening, I'll be as lovey-dovey as I can. I inwardly steel my resolve.
お兄ちゃん明日はお休みです今夜はいっぱい夜更かししましょうね
Honk shoo, me.
もう寝てる
No, I'm not asleep at all. I hastily shake my head, trying to clear the sleep from
思
it.
いっきり船漕いでましたよね
I'm fine, no problem at all.
全然大丈夫じゃないです
Sorry. My early resolve is nowhere to be found. On top of my built-up exhaustion, the mental strain must have taken its toll because I'm unbelievably sleepy.
仕方ないですね今日はもう寝ましょうか明日早く起きて前みたいに朝活しましょ
Oh, that's good too.
うおやすみなさいお兄ちゃん
Sorry. Hey, Ayaka.
何ですか最後まで言ってください気持ちよさそうに寝てますね
Here I am, unable to drift off to sleep. Watching my Oni-chan's sleeping face under the dim light makes me feel a little resentful. I was so excited, hyped up at the thought of it wasn't going to let you sleep tonight, yet Oni-chan fell asleep first. Me.
楽しみにしてたんですよ
We finally became a couple, but we have been separated this whole time. Just when I thought we could finally spend time together, this happens. What a pathetic state of affairs. I know things are complicated, and you've been through a lot, but still.
だらしない
Grumbling, I try to poke his cheek. Stirs restlessly, giving a little twitch. It's kind of cute. I remember all the times he teased me when I was sleeping. Now the roles are reversed.
こんなこともしてくれましたよね
I lightly tickle his lips with my fingertip. His reactions are so much fun I can't help but keep going. It is how Oni-chan felt back then. My fingertip is in his mouth. Developed by the hot, sleek mucous membrane, a strange sound escapes my lips. Top of that, his tongue begins to wrap around my finger, and the ticklish sensation sends shivers racing up my spine. Is the girl getting the finger licked for once? I managed to pull my finger out with a wet pop.
お兄ちゃん起きてるんですか
Oh, yummy.
本当に寝てるんでしょうね
Knowing Oni-chan, I thought he might be faking it, but he really seems to be out. To mistake a person's finger for a marshmallow, suppose that's just like him.
指ドロドロになっちゃったじゃないですか
I do have a bad feeling here. My fingertip is covered in saliva. I'm sure it has. I almost brought it to my own mouth. I quickly shake my head and wipe my fingertip with a wet wipe. If I'm gonna have a indirect kiss, I'd rather have a proper one. That's right, we can do more than just kiss. We can do all sorts of things. We're a couple after all. We can touch each other's bodies, explore all sorts of places. Not only that, we can even do all sorts of things. Just imagining it makes my face flush with heat. My heart is pounding so hard. So hard. And Oni-chan, yet Oni-chan is sleeping so soundly.
早かといてもドキドキしないの
Suddenly that anxiety bubbles up. I want to believe he was just tired today, but when I think about it, even though we're boyfriend and girlfriend, nothing has drastically
兄
changed.
ちゃんは本当に綾香を彼女だって思ってくれてるのかな。
I'm his girlfriend, but I'm also his little sister. That part's fine. But if the sister issue is I, we might never make any progress. All these thoughts spin round and round in my head.
まあお兄ちゃんのせいですよ。
I mean, he's not neglecting. He tried to make a move. It's your sister's fault. Protesting in a whisper, I try laying down beside him. Don't go so far as to get under the covers, though.
お兄ちゃん。
As I gaze at Onichi up close, feeling his body heat next to me, I start to feel strange. Deep inside, an aching impulse spreads and it's becoming unbearable. I have a bad feeling.
ダメ。今は絶対ダメ。
The more I tell myself I shouldn't, the hotter my body gets. Oh, Lord. I realize it. Yeah, no, I'm not reading out any of that. Oh, she's going to town on herself. See her after the 8th scene. She's done with her fun. Masturbating while using my boyfriend's sleeping face to get off is a bit, You gotta find out it would have been the end of our relationship, both as a sister-brother and as a couple.
おやすみなさい。お兄ちゃん。
I whisper softly to my blissfully snoring Oni-chan and crawl into my own bed. This time, a pleasant sleepiness washes over me in an instant. Good night, my ass! There's no way I can sleep now! Apparently Ayaka thinks I've been asleep this whole time. The truth is, I woke up right around when she said how much of a vulgar girl she was. Still, to think she'd lie down next to me and then touch herself. I know she was a closet pervert, but this was a level of boldness that far exceeded my expectations. After that, I desperately kept up the act of being asleep, enduring it all until I could reach a climax. That was so hot, but it was a living hell. I think I'd hear a girl's moans. I have my cute Ayaka no less in a situation like this. I'd like to call it a lucky pervert moment, but pretending to be asleep the whole time was pure torture. Luckily, she didn't notice, but my penis was rock hard the entire time. I want to praise my own self-control for someone managing to hold back from pouncing on her halfway through. She's sleeping so peacefully without a care in the world. Stark contrast to Ayaka, who is now breathing calmly after relieving herself. It is now my turn to be tormented. So, you're so lewd, Ayaka. Way too lewd.
朝ですよ。お兄ちゃん、起きてください。
It's a day off, isn't it? Ayaka wakes me up, but I'm still incredibly groggy.
そうですけど、寝坊はダメです。起きてください。
No sister's surprisingly strict. The moment I pry my heavy eyelids open, my eyes meet
お
Ayaka's.
はようございます。お兄ちゃん。
An instinct that pulled the covers over my head to hide my face.
どうしたんですか？
No, I just want to sleep along, stay a resident of Dreamland for a bit more.
もうダメです。朝ごはんできてるんですから。お寝坊さんなお兄ちゃんは嫌いになっちゃいますよ。
I'm almost just lay it out like that. My big brotherly duty leaves me no choice but to get up. Slowly crawl out from under the covers, only to dawdle on the floor instead of actually getting up.
お兄ちゃん、そんなに眠いんですか？あんなに早く寝ちゃったのに。
I try to come up with some excuse for a puzzled-looking Ayaka. Sorry, I guess I was more wiped out than I thought. Must be getting old.
年ってお兄ちゃん綾香と一つしか違わないじゃないですか。
A single year makes a world of difference, young one. You'd best be careful, Ayaka. By next year, you too will... my chronic illness.
まあ、小芝居はいいから早く起きてください。朝ごはん冷めちゃいます。
My bad. Ayaka, for her part, seems to have slept wonderfully. Her skin and hair are practically glowing, looking even more radiant than usual. That's no wonder. After all, last night, she must feel completely relieved after doing something that shameless. I, on the other hand, was forced to lie through Ayaka's little session, not that she knew, of course, leaving me so worked up that I barely got any sleep. It's gonna be a while before I can look at Ayaka straight in the eye again. Okay, that's fine. Well, gotta be careful. Fighting back my drowsiness, I shuffle out of Ayaka's room.
兄ちゃん、ずいぶん眠そうだね。
Bump into Dan on my way to the living room. Looking pretty radiant this morning himself. Yeah, pretty much. You on the other end look...
え、何？
Nothing. Never mind. You can go home now. Actually, just get lost.
ここ僕の家なんだけど。ひどいよ。兄ちゃんのド S シスコン。クソ
Dan runs off to the living room, sniveling. Being called a virgin by him of all people just doesn't sit right with me.
お兄ちゃん、ダンに何か言いたいことがあったんじゃないんですか？
No, not really. I was tempted to tease him by telling him how you're looking awfully refreshed this morning, get a good wank in, but I decided to hold my tongue. It was because I was right there, of course. For today, at least the word masturbation is officially off limits.
もし直接言いにくいことがあったら、あやかに言ってくださいね。しっかり注意しておきますから。
I have to come to that, I'll be counting on you. Yeah, there's no way I could ever ask her to pass on a message like tell him not to jerk off so much.
姉様。
This time I run to her little sister. Her voice cracks just a little.
おはよう、まる。はい。おはようございます、姉様。
Usually this is where her sister would hit me with a barrage of insults and a death glare, but this morning she just walked away without a word. Couldn't think of it, her face was bright red. So that's what's going on. She must have been peeking or eavesdropping dropping on Ayaka last night too, no doubt about it. That must be why she can't look her own sister in the eye. She may act like a demon, but she seems surprisingly innocent when it comes to this sort of thing. Her older sister, however, is blissfully unaware of the situation and remains carefree.
今日はまる、お兄ちゃんを罵ったりいじめたりしませんでしたね。だいぶ慣れてきたのかも。
Yeah, let's hope so.
そうですね。あやか、お兄ちゃんとまるには仲良くしてほしいですから。
Oh, she's dazzling. Mrs. Ayaka is smiling with the benevolence of an angel. She's so pure that for a second I think I can see a halo shining behind her. But her little sister and I already know the truth. That she's a girl horny enough to start masturbating with a guy sleeping right next to her. We even know the sounds she makes when she comes. That lewd Ayaka and this pure innocent Ayaka are without a doubt the very same person. Nothing about that, her smile seems both unbelievably precious and incredibly lewd at the same time.
もうどうしたんですか？そんなにジロジロ見て。
I realize I've been staring at her. She squirms, looking embarrassed under my gaze. Sorry. I instinctively look away. It's terrifying to even imagine what would happen if Ayaka found out that both I and her sister know everything about what happened last night. I swear to myself that I have to make absolutely sure she never finds out.
おお、今朝はずいぶん豪勢じゃないか。
Yonosuke's right, the Yokari breakfast table is even more varied than usual.
あやちゃんが手伝ってくれたから。
今日は頑張っちゃいました。
そうかそうか。何かいいことでもあったのか？
お兄ちゃんにたくさん食べてもらいたくて。
This little sister's too good for me.
貴様、よくも綾香に無駄な労働をさせてくれたな。
What kind of ridiculous accusation is
父
that?
さん静かにして。姉様の料理を味わえない。
悪かった。
His standing in his family is as low as ever.
お兄ちゃん、あやかの隣に座ってください。
I could pass the chair beside her, huh? But there's certainly enough space, but if I sit next to her, though, won't that be a problem for Marika?
隣以外ならいいから。
Right. Compared to how things were at the start, there's a huge step forward. It's actually kind of touching.
おい、無理しなくていいんだぞ、マリカ。
大丈夫。多分無理だったら消毒するから。
My glance is not at a bottle of disinfectant, but at what looks suspiciously like blowtorch. That's what she means by sanitize? So if I'm deemed filth, it's all over for me. Thought I was getting used to this place, but this house is still dangerous, far too
はい、
dangerous.
お兄ちゃん、 いっぱい食べてくださいね。
Okay. Ayaka serves me some salad. This makes me happy.
姉様の隣に座るなど身の程知らずな。今すぐ焼かれろ。
This pressure's insane. But Ayaka pays no mind to the ominous mood radiating from her father and sister, completely lost in her own little world.
はい、お兄ちゃん。
What? Can't help but hesitate as she offers me a piece of tamagoyaki with her chopsticks. Come on, Ayaka, read the room!
おい貴様俺の綾香に何をさせてる
今すぐ燃えろ。人体自然発火で燃え果てろ。
What the fuck? The fucking phone just randomly lit up for some reason. I don't know why. I don't care about a fucking McDonald's deal. I don't care that that game is on sale either. Why did you suddenly light up phone? Fucking weird. Okay, that's a little...
もう何恥ずかしがってるんですか？この前もしてあげたじゃないですか。
I know, but that wasn't here.
前にも
かしろ。備長炭。
This is too much. The atmosphere in here is unbelievably heavy. Right, I'll just stand to change the mood. Huh, that's not here. Oh, wankers know what he's saying.
なんならすぐ食べて部屋に戻っちゃいましたよ。
That little porn addict. Leisurely wank after breakfast, is it? So I'm gonna go interrupt him later.
お兄ちゃん。はい。
Oh. I left her no other choice to take a bite at the tamagoyaki she's
ど
offering.
うですか？
Delicious. It's great, but this tamagoyaki is amazing.
よかったです。
おのれ
姉様の卵焼き、美味しくてとろけそう。
そこのキッシュも食べてみて。
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, it's delicious too.
当たり前だうまいに決まっているだろうが
お兄ちゃん、このベーコン炒めもどうですか？
姉様の手料理、食べ終わりたくない。
Oh!
そうだ、一度戻してく。
It was a far more exhausting breakfast than usual. After eating and make a little detour before returning to Ayaka's
お
room.
兄ちゃん、どこに行ってたんですか？
That was nothing important, don't worry about it. I gave a dismissive wave to a suspicious-looking Ayaka. I stopped by Dan's room and, just as I suspected, interrupted him and meant wank. Need to describe that and... No need to describe that in any more detail.
朝ごはん、どうでした？
Well, I'm just relieved I didn't get incinerated for starters. Thankfully, Marika never reached for the blowtorch during the meal. I can only pray it stays that way.
そうじゃなくて、ご飯の感想です。
Ayaka puffs out her cheeks in a pout. Wow, my girlfriend's super cute, yo. It was incredible. I'd love to have it again.
よかったです。
Ayaka's genuinely happy and Ayaka's genuinely happy, innocent smile warms my heart. It's hard to believe she's the same person who was making such sexy noises last night.
どうしたんですか、お兄ちゃん。風邪ですか？
No, it's nothing, I swear.
それならいいですけど。
Damn it, I started thinking about last night again. What do you expect? I'm a guy at that age. It's impossible to stay calm after an experience that stimulating. And being alone with her like this just makes me even more self-conscious of it. Hey, Ayaka.
はい、なんでしょう。
We are dating now, right?
そうですね。そうですよ。
Thought seems to hit her all over again because she blushes and gets a little flustered. It's not fair if I'm the only one whose heart is pounding.
それじゃ恋人らしく過ごさないとですね。
Things the couples do, like what?
それはわからないですけど。お兄ちゃんはどうなんですか？
I don't know either. I have absolutely no idea.
そんなに自信満々に言われても。
Can't be helped since we're both totally new to this. I guess we'll just have to figure out a way of dating that works for us together.
そうですね。ちょっとずつですね。
In the end, it's really our only option. Is there anything you wanted to do if you got a boyfriend, Ayaka?
それは
Turns away, her face red all the way to her ears. Yep, she's definitely been thinking about some very questionable things.
特には何も。お兄ちゃんは何かないんですか？
Let's see, for starters, how about a date?
なるほど。まずはそうですよね。
That's the kind of thing she should have thought of first. Well, just relaxing at home is nice too.
そうですね。早くお兄ちゃんのお家に遊びに行きたいです。
You're really planning to meet my parents?
日が早いですよ。お泊まり生活が終わった後のことです。
Well, it takes a little for Ayaka, who's self-aware enough to know it's fundamentally impossible to relax in this house. Finished my shift at the cafe and saw I managed to survive dinner. Staying at the Ayaka-Route house is always a constant source of stress, but this time it was even worse. Even with Ayaka, my only source of comfort, I can't help but be hyper aware of everything. It's only natural since we're a couple now, but I just can't get what happened last night out of my head.
お兄ちゃん、今日もずいぶんお疲れですね。
Not at all. I am brimming with energy.
抑揚のかけらもない言い方。
Well, a full day has passed, and I'm a bit calmer than I was this morning. Still, my heart won't stop pounding.
お兄ちゃん、これからどうします？
How about we study for a bit?
勉強ってそんな。
Not that kind of studying. My suggestion gets a bizarre reaction out of Ayaka, who turns up red up to her ears. What's wrong? Did I say something weird? I just figured we have homework, so you might as well get it done.
その勉強ですか？そうですか。
Whatever she was thinking, Ayaka pats her chest with a sigh of relief. What, did you think I meant some kind of naughty studying?
そんなわけないです。
That was a direct hit, apparently. There's no way Melissa's could be so interested in perverted things, except there is.
もう、お兄ちゃんは綾香をむつりスケベだって決めつけすぎです。
Oh, so you're not?
違いますし、スケベなんかじゃないですし、押し寿司。
I don't know what she means by that, but she's certainly passionate about it. If you're not a pervert, then what the hell was last night? I almost blurt that out, but I managed to stop myself just in time. Teasing her any more than this might actually make her angry, so I should probably quit while I'm ahead. Anyway, let's just do our homework, if you'd be so kind, because that's it.
綾香、2年の勉強はあんまりわからないですよ。
So she knows some of it. Damn, my sister's stats are way too high.
こうしてお兄ちゃんと一緒にお勉強してると、兄弟って感じですね。
I prefer if you said it makes us feel like a couple.
いいじゃないですか。じゃあ、兄弟モードの時はお兄ちゃん、恋人の時はたくまさんって使い分けちゃいますよ。
I absolutely refuse.
わがままですね。
Ayaka gives a wry smile. Sorry, but in exchange, I listen to pretty much any selfish thing you ask for.
本当ですか？それじゃあ、
Ayaka crosses her arms and starts thinking with intense seriousness. Hey, don't think so hard about it.
だって何でもしてくれるんですよね。
I didn't say I'd do anything.
じゃあ、どこまでなら OK なんですか？
Huh? Let's see. Maybe I could let you watch me masturbate. Damn it! I was so fixated on it that the forbidden word just slipped out. Trying to look casual, I attempt to steer the conversation back on track. Just kidding! Not like I'm bad or anything!
そうですよ。そんなことするの、ダンだけですよ。
Ayaka desperately tries to play along, suppressing her panic. Not that Dan really shows that off on purpose, but still. Time to change the subject again. Well, how about taking a bath together?
それは、
She's blushing, but she doesn't try to refuse. Wait, is this actually something she might agree to?
でも、うちのお風呂は難しいですね。他に誰もいないということがないですし。
She's actually giving it serious thought. I kind of thought you'd shoot that down with a no way.
でも、お風呂くらい普通ですよね。その、兄弟だし、まして彼氏と彼女なら。
Right, baby. Damn, I'm the one getting embarrassed. So, you wouldn't be embarrassed if I were to see you naked?
恥ずかしいに決まってます。でもお兄ちゃんとならそれくらいは。
I see, yeah. It definitely says a lot. It's definitely a lot less difficult than masturbating while you're sleeping next to me.
そうです。あれに比べたら。
How badly can you put your own foot in your fucking mouth, brother? That's not what I meant, Ayaka. Just now Ayaka lets out a bizarre scream, her face turning as red as it looks. Turning so red it looks like steam might start pouring out of it.
起きてたんですか？起きてたんですね。
I have no idea what you are talking about.
最初から起きてたんですか？
No, just from the I'm such a shameless little sister part. Nah, I'm not really I'm not really too big of a fan of ABBA. Make sure they make good music, but like, I wouldn't say go out of my way to listen to them. She's in full-blown panic mode. It looks like she might start foaming at the mouth. Hey, don't worry about it. It's normal for a girl your age to...
お兄ちゃんを殺して綾香も死ぬしか。
Don't start talking like your little sister.
もう終わりです。綾香の清純キャラ崩壊です。
I think that ship sailed a long time ago. This is bad. I have to snap her out of it somehow. It's okay, Ayaka? Grab both her shoulder and look her straight in the eyes.
お兄ちゃん。
Masturbation was incredibly hot.
やっぱり知ります。
I pulled the flailing Ayaka into a desperate hug. So her turn down. It's your fault. I couldn't get any sleep last night. Ayaka's struggle quiets down a little.
それって綾香でエッチな気分になったってことですか？
Yeah, after you put down on yourself and went to sleep.
すっきりとか言わないでください。
Sorry. Anyway, even after you fell asleep, I was so worked up that I couldn't sleep at all. So, well.
お兄ちゃん。
I realized that Ayaka has wrapped her arms around me too. Softness of her embrace makes my breath catch in my throat.
本当に綾香でそうなっちゃうんですか？
Listen, don't start the HC music. It's not gonna happen. Maru still exists and has access to this house. Yeah, of course, after all, you're incredibly hot.
そこは可愛いからとか言ってください。
Sorry, incredibly sexily cute.
もういいです。
We hold each other as if to confirm the warmth of our bodies. But just holding each other like this isn't enough to satisfy us anymore. Ayaka, can I? Ayaka gives the tiny nod. Didn't you forget to ask someone? And like it's the fucking meme, like I consent, I don't. And the I don't is just Jesus, and it's just like, didn't you forget to ask someone? But instead, it's Ayaka, Takuma, and fucking Maru. Hold on a second, Ayaka. Notice a small detail and call a halt. It's concerning Ayaka's glasses. Should you keep them on, or should you keep them on, or should you take them off? It's an extremely important decision. Don't be a fucking coward while wearing glasses. You can take them off if they fog up. You absolutely cannot take those off. Oh, never mind, forget it. Ayaka's puzzled look is incredibly cute. I reaffirm that Ayaka is truly defined by her glasses. Oh, this is actually a fine CG. If anything, it's actually kind of cute even. Without a word, we lean our faces toward each other, and our lips meet. Ayaka's lips feel soft and warm. This is a kiss, without a shred of a doubt. Joy, excitement, and storm of emotion rush over me, and my mind goes completely blank. Ayaka's arms clinging to me and tighten their grip. I hold Ayaka as I continue to kiss her. We separate our lips slightly and look at each other again. Ayaka's eyes are glistening as she gazes into mine. She's so cute that well, that's just too much.
キスしちゃいましたね。
We did, didn't we? I can still feel the lingering sensation of Ayaka's lips.
どうでした？キス。
Good. Really good.
じゃあもっとしてみます。
Hearing her plead so sweetly, there's no way I can resist. We press our lips together again. It's no longer a polite peck but a fierce kiss, as if we were crashing our feelings into each other. Just touching our lips isn't enough anymore. Oh boy, and it's... snake ritual. Ayaka shows confusion as my tongue enters her mouth. But that only lasts for a moment. Far from rejecting my tongue, she fights big, using her own tongue to meet mine. Okay. As expected, my sister, the closet pervert. I hate this sentence. It was bizarre for the moment. Feeling breathless as I pull our mouths apart briefly.
お兄ちゃん、キスエッチすぎます。
You didn't like it?
いえ、嫌じゃないです。もっとしたい。
Ayaka grabs me by the neck and initiates another kiss. This is far beyond the realm of a first kiss. It's too deep and passionate. Jesus Christ, calm down, people. This is just a kiss, yet it already feels like a sex scene. I know this is going to turn into that, but still. Ayaka expression completely melted with desire. So cute and so hot without other words. I lay Ayaka down on the bed. Something about the light.
兄ちゃん、初めてのエッ
The
チ。
light's off. You're right. Turns the light off. This is technically still fine, but this is clearly already H scene, so see you afterwards. Day done, fuggling. I'm trying to, like, parse if I can at least show the lower part, but don't think I want to risk it. Peace has subsided, and Ayaka and I are lying in the bed, spooning. The sensation of our skins touching each other is very pleasant. Are you okay, Ayaka?
はい。
Yes, it still hurts a little though, Ayaka says. I'm sorry. It isn't the time to apologize, Ayaka says. Nah, I just wish mine was a little smaller so it wouldn't have hurt you. Ayaka says it's not about the size, you know. It's not.
お兄ちゃん、
Onacha-Nichan, what would happen if someone put a finger in your butt? Ayaka says. I'd die. See? Ayaka says. I don't completely understand, but I guess that's the gist of it. I felt really good.
はい。
Yes, I feel really Ayaka says. Which was better, that or your masturbation last night? You're the worst, Onichan, Ayaka says. I regret saying that now. Ayaka says. Ayaka snuggles tightly into my
お
arm.
兄ちゃん、
Onichan, I'm very happy, Ayaka says. Yeah, I'm really happy too. I stroke Ayaka's head. Girlfriend smiles, looking tickled. It's beyond words cute. Just plain cute.
これで
Does this mean I'm your real girlfriend now, Ayaka says. Yeah, you're my precious girlfriend.
そこは
You're
揺
not
る
gonna
ぎないんです
compromise
ね。
on that, are you? Ayaka says. I would love for him to compromise on that. Even if she gives me a wry smile, there are some things I just won't budge on. Parents didn't hear us, right? Ayaka says. Probably not. It was a passionate moment, but doing it in Ayaka's room might have been a bad idea. Well, if Ryonosuke or anyone had heard us, they would have charged in by now, so I guess we're safe.
お兄ちゃん、
Oni-chan, Ayaka says. Ayaka. She presses her lips softly against mine and pulls away quickly. Is that all, Ayaka says? Well, if you kiss any more than that, I might want to go at it again. Jeez, you're so naughty, Oni-chan, Ayaka says. How are you saying that while hugging me naked? This is fine though, Ayaka says. Ayaka pouts cutely and squeezes me tightly. What is this girl? She's doing it all for her own good. And just like that, the first time went off without a hitch. Then he gets murdered the next day. Yeah, I had a feeling. So much for going without a hitch. Ayaka was fast asleep. The moment I left the room to take a shower, I ran right into little sister, who had a terrifying expression. Judging by the look on her face, you heard everything. I wanted to call out for Ayaka, but she'd only just fallen asleep. Brace myself if she doesn't make a move. What's her game? Looking close, her eyes are bloodshot, her cheeks are flushed. She must have gotten all worked up, eavesdropping on me and Ayaka. Either way, she is not going to attack. My best bet is to slip past her when I can. Let sleeping demons lie. The moment I try to slip past her, she spits right on the side of my face. No problem with that. Ayaka and I are in love.
はい。白い血が流れてるエロザルの分際で聞いた風な口を。
You're thinking of your brother.
姉様を怪我したお前を私は許さない。
What are you gonna do about it? Without a word, she turns and goes back to her room. Maybe even she hadn't decided what to do yet. I'm safe for now. But it's very clear I've got a rough road ahead of me. Morning already? The next morning I wake up and try to sit up. But my body feels strangely heavy. It's the heavy. I don't trust it. Yep, she's naked. Oh! I got snuck to my futon is clinging tightly to my arm. On top of that, she's stark naked. That's why my body felt so heavy. Why there's no time to be contemplating philosophical questions. Ayaka! Ayaka, hey! Wake up! Wake up, please! Oni-chan, that way's a cliff. No, Ayaka says. What kind of high-stakes adventure dream are you having? In any case, it'll be a complete disaster if someone sees us like this. For example, if little sister were to see us. Hi. Oh, hey, this is a misunderstanding. Little sister sends a contemptuous glare our way before turning and leaving the room. Did I just get lucky? Oni-chan, that's a bottomless swamp that way, Ayaka says. Ayaka, for the love of God, wake up.
おはようございます、お兄ちゃん。いい朝ですね。
You're acting like nothing happened, but you were completely naked a second ago, you know? I was having a full-blown panic attack over here. After waking up from her adventure-filled dream, I got a meltdown of her own and has only just now finally calmed down.
仕方ないじゃないですか。綾香だってちょっぴり羽目を外すことくらいありますよ。
Now you're turning it on me?
綾香ははめられた側ですけどね。
Stop dropping privy lines with that dead serious face.
お兄ちゃんが悪いんですよ。夜中にふと目が覚めたら、綾香ベッドに一人で。
Remember she says that, there's no way my lust would have subsided if I slept in the same bed with this naked Ayaka. I was worked up enough just from her sneaking into my futon. Sorry about that, but you didn't have to sneak into my futon naked, did you?
いいじゃないですか。人生たった一度の初体験の夜なんですよ。
You're being too loud, Ayaka.
お兄ちゃん、昨日のエッチのこと覚えてますか？
Of course, I remember. You were so cute, Ayaka.
お兄ちゃんもすごく可愛かったですよ。
What's that supposed to... Are you talking about the size of my thing?
そこはノーコメントで。
That just makes me curious.
とにかく、綾香、これからはお兄ちゃんしかおかずにしません。だからお兄ちゃんも綾香しかおかずにしちゃダメですよ。
What is she suddenly talking about? Her proper act is peeling away and she's about to become just a plain old pervert.
オナニー禁止されちゃうよりずっといいですよね。
Well, you're not wrong, but could you stop with the masturbating and getting off to talk first thing in the morning?
冗談はさておき、これからも改めてよろしくお願いしますね。
Right, me too. Her post-sleep mode is unstable as she suddenly switches into serious mode. I'm the one getting exhausted here. So, about that.
はい
Well, you and I have already crossed that line, right?
セックスしましたね
Could you please try to be more vague? You don't have to throw away your pure image entirely. Anyway, now things are like this. I was wondering if it's really right to keep our relationship secret from everyone.
つまり綾香は俺のスケなんでってアピールしたいってことですか
I wouldn't put it like that, and I haven't heard anyone say broad to refer to a girl in ages. And I think we should probably be straight with the parents and dating their precious daughter after all.
そうですね処女もゲットしちゃいましたしね
Your wording! Your wording! This isn't good. After first time, Ayaka's filter seems to be broken. If this keeps up, she's gonna turn into one of those eroge characters who only ever says lewd things. I'll really cry if she starts saying stuff like, time for a sex chance with Oni-chan! I have to get her back on track somehow. I think it would be best if we talk to them, setting aside exactly how far we've gone.
ありがとうございますお兄ちゃん綾香のことも家族のことも大事に考えてくれてるんですね
Of course. I don't know what the future holds, but for now the Yorkati family is like my own family too.
でもお気持ちは嬉しいですけど綾香はまだ隠しておきたいです
Why? Because you think Ryunosuke will flip out?
いえお父さんは全然問題ないんですが
Oh, I see. Just how little does she think of him? Starting to feel a little bad for Papa Ryunosuke.
やっぱり隠してる方がドキドキするじゃないですか
Is this what happens when a girl loses her virginity? Does she really shed her skin like this all at once?
お兄ちゃんだってその方が楽しいですよね二人だけの秘密のままの方が
Well, I guess so. The power word, our little secret, has an undeniable appeal. Though, strictly speaking, it's a secret between 3 people, including your little sister.
もちろん兄姉たちにも内緒ですよそのうちサプライズで発表して
Don't you just want to shock them? I have a feeling Kyone and Ryuto are already pretty suspicious. Well, I'm sure Hiyori will be plenty surprised, that's for sure.
それじゃあお兄ちゃんバレないようにお願いしますね
Yeah, I'll do my best. So, our hidden romance is set to continue for a while longer.
おい、たくまくん。
Yes? Feels like it's been a long time since Ryunosuke called me by my actual name.
どうして黙ってるんだ。食卓が静かすぎるだろう。
Huh? Given what happened last night, Ayaka and I agreed to not talk much at breakfast. The result is the silence so deep you can hear the clatter of silverware seeping into the stones of your soul. I never thought I'd get yelled at for being quiet. Well, I thought you preferred things to be quiet.
確かに騒がしいのは好きではないが静かすぎる。お通夜でももっとうるさいだろう。
In that case, why don't you try starting a conversation yourself?
それはそうだが。
Ryunosuke falters. I mean, Marika and little sister barely speak, and Dan just seems to be wolfing down his food so he can go back to his room and jack off. Daka, his only lifeline, being so quiet, he's probably at a complete loss. Just being the patriarch of the family is a tough job.
もうお父さんお兄ちゃんに無理なんだ言わないでください困っちゃってるじゃないですか
すまん。
Papa Ryunosuke droops. You should be a little nicer to him.
お兄ちゃん今日から日和のお家でしたっけ
Yes, plan.
君はいつまでこの寄生虫生活を送るつもりなんだ？
Good question. I'm thinking I need to wrap it up soon.
もういっそうちに住んじゃいますか
冗談でもやめなさい。絶対嫌だろマリカ。
ちゃんと距離を取ってくれるなら別に。
おいなあ、マルは断固嫌だろ。
姉様がいいと言うなら別に。
何？なんてことだ。貴様、いつの間に俺の家族を籠絡しよって。
He just sits there like, that's what I want to know. Like, I already saw the signs of, like, Monica mellowing out with the whole, like, you filthy thing, but that's just a case of, like, hey, you fucking got used to me. I have no idea what the fuck happened with Maru.
僕には聞いてくれないの？
どうなんだ？
ちゃんと質問してよ。まあ僕の部屋に来ないんならどうでもいいかな。
とにかく俺は認めんからな。いいか？
I'm not the one who suggested it, though. In any case, there was no doubt that a lively breakfast was better.
それじゃいってらっしゃいお兄ちゃん。
Is it okay to say see you later? Luckily, it's just me and Ayaka here right now, but if someone like Ryunosuke heard us, he might get the wrong idea. Well, not that it's the wrong idea exactly.
大丈夫ですよ。お父さんなら今一人ジェンガに熱中してますから。
That's just sad. Someone please go play with him! It's just too sad for a holiday morning. I mean, solo Jenga's fun, but still.
お兄ちゃん、日和とイチャイチャしちゃダメですからね。
I know, I won't do it much.
そこは絶対しないって断言するところなのでは？
I know it would sound cooler, but I'm a man who cannot lie to himself. I'm weak to temptation.
かっこ悪いセリフを決め顔で言わないでください。
Jokes aside, I'll only flirt with you, Ayaka.
綾香のオナペットはお兄ちゃんだけです。
What? 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 Don't say such a thing with that cute face. I should get going.
じゃあお兄ちゃん。
Suddenly Ayaka closes both her eyes. Then, as if waiting for some, she puckers her lips. Oh, it is bad. Even I can figure out what Ayaka's after. This is it, the classic goodbye kiss. If anyone saw us, it would be a complete disaster. But again, can't just ignore her. An impulse, I reach out and gently poke Ayaka's lips with my fingertip. Oh, see it? As if tired by embarrassment, I hurriedly leave through the front door. Whew. My heart's still pounding and all. Jeez, there is a limit to how bittersweet things can get. But I'm happy.
受け身はダメですね。次は自分から。
I'm
いやー、タハック久しぶり。もうミオリ、自分を抑えきれない。
Hey Yuri, your mom's trying to strip her clothes off your friend before we can even say hello.
あー、母ちゃんもな、いろいろあるからな。
Stop her! Why do you sound like you understand her? Infuriating how she's just standing there with her arms crossed, enjoying the show. Besides, what do you mean long time? I've been coming to my part-time job almost every day recently.
あれ、これ雇う側と雇われる側って関係と女と男、ガチの関係じゃ全然違うの。
I wouldn't know. Hey, seriously, Hiyori, stop her. She's got her hands on my pants now.
だったらもっと抵抗したらどうだ？グーでいいぞ、グー。
I can't do that. Let's compromise. I'll use scissors.
目つぶしはたっくんたら。
Beauty fine, let's go with me. Just the mock parent-child comedy routine is over. As always, it's exhausting.
それはそうと、たっくん。
What is it? I ask while straightening my disheveled clothes. Miyori narrows her eyes and stares at my face so intently it feels like she's trying to burn a hole through it.
なんだか雰囲気違わない？他の家で何かあったとか？
Oh yes, things happen. Those sorts of things. Lewd things. Figuring she's just fishing, I decided to play it up on purpose.
こんな時間から下ネタなんて。エッチ、スケッチ、ワンタッチ。
How can you call this talking dirty when you were just performing those bizarre actions?
まあ自分でするのはいいけど他人のはちょっとってこともあるからな。
You've been acting like a bystander this whole time?
そんなことないけどな。それでエロエロって何があったんだ？
I'll leave it to your imagination.
ああ、これ特に何にもなかったパティーン？お前もヘタレだよな。
Sorry for being a coward. That's Hiyori for you. She's easily fooled. It'd be nice if everyone else was this easy to deal with.
たっくん、本当のこと言っ
しょ。
Like I said, I'm leaving it to imagination.
そうよね。万が一たっくんが大人になっちゃったりしたら、みより一目で見抜く自信あるもの。
Clearly can't. Thank God mother and daughter are both completely clueless.
で、あやちゃん、今回のお泊まり何か成果はあった？いえ、特には。お兄ちゃんと一緒に宿題したくらいですかね。
ちょっとたくまダメでしょ。もっとあやに構ってあげなきゃ。
I'm the bad guy here.
当たり前じゃない。妹に寂しい思いをさせるなんて兄として失格よ。万死に値するわ。
Can only shrink back after being scolded by Ritu, who has now transformed into a monster sister. Alex's little sister power is one thing, but Rito's big sister power is only continuing to grow. I could even see where this hyperinflation will end.
まあまあ、リトお姉ちゃん。お兄ちゃんは彩香のためを思って、あんまりベタベタしないようにしてくれてるんだと思います。
そうなんだ。偉いわね。
Shouldn't I be the one getting praised here? I'm too scared to actually say it though. Still, even while talking with everyone, Ayaka's perfectly calm. I'm so conscious of it, I'm trying to avoid making eye contact with her. It's like what happened yesterday was all just a dream.
なに？だらしないわね、あんたたち。もうファイナルラップ間近なのに、全然進展してないじゃない。揃いも揃って装飾系なの？去年に言われたくないぞ。私はいいのよ。たっくんが誰とくっつこうとお姉ちゃんには違いないし、たっくんこれからもずっとご飯作りに来てくれるし。
Hey, I'm not your personal chef, you know. My conscience stops me from saying personal zookeeper.
ああ、そっか。ご飯以外の家事もしてくれるもんね。持つべきものは弟よね。
Isn't that less of a little brother and more of a servant?
そうだけど。
You just admitted it so casually.
いいな。たくま、私の弟もやってくれよ。
What do you mean be my little brother? We're the same age.
だったらしもべでいいぞ。
That's even worse.
もう、お兄ちゃんはあげませんよ。お兄ちゃんは彩香だけのお兄ちゃんなんですから。リト姉ちゃんができたんだからいいだろ。一人くらいくれよ。日和ごときにあげるものなんてありませんけど。あ、うちの弟ならあげてもいいですよ。パスだと思いました。
Feel a little bad for Dan being put up as a trade and then immediately rejected.
そうそう。取ったり取られたりなんて不毛な争いはもうやめましょう。これからの時代はシェアよ。しもべシェア。
それもありかも。
That's a bad idea. You only pray that this project and slay me doesn't proceed any further.
ああ、明日でゴールデンウィークも終わりか。あんまり連休っぽいことしなかったな。
After my shift is over, Hiyori mutters as she is lazing around in the living room. Really? I thought we did a bunch of stuff.
例えばなんだよ。
You know, barbecue.
バーベキュー？それってゴールデンウィークの前の話だろ？
We did one before, but we did one during Golden Week. We did one during Golden Week too.
いやー、そんなことあったっけ？
Come on, you forgot already? We did, right, Miyuri?
そうね。とっても楽しかったわよ。父ちゃんとビール飲んだ。マジか、私そんな直近の記憶がないなんて嘘だろ。
Oh, right, sorry, Hiyori. We just didn't invite you. Forgot I said anything.
嘘だろ。本当だってば。たっくんが肉食べすぎてけだものになっちゃって。
Miyuri, let's stop this now. Miyuri, let's stop this now. Knowing when to quit is crucial.
あ、嘘か。嘘だな。こんちくしょう。二人して私をだまくらかして。
Well, this way you've got one more Golden Week memory, right?
決め顔で言うほど大したもんじゃないだろう。
Fair enough. It wasn't exactly a memorable exchange. Well, we can do it again sometime. Not an army family still holding on to the barbecue set after all.
そんなに肉がいいのね。けだものになりたいのね。
いいわ、今夜はお肉にしましょう。そして獣の本能を解放させるの。
I'll not respond when you say it right, you know. Miri at least doesn't seem to need any meat to unleash your wild side. Later at night, for some reason I'm feeling unbelievably horny. Could be the meat I ate for dinner, could it? I wonder what Ayaka's doing right now. Is she using me as fat material? Yeah, if your girlfriend using you as fat material is actually a huge turn on. If it were a complete stranger, it'd just be creepy and gross. The thought of being Dan's fat material gives me the creeps. If it were her little sister, though, it'd be a thrill in a whole different way. Memory of last night keeps playing in my head. Looking back on it with a clear head, I honestly feel like I could have done a much better job. Well, I was a virgin after all, so I tried pretty hard for a virgin. I'm a little scared of myself for looking down on the me of yesterday. Should have gone for a second round. Even for me, that's a pretty scummy thought. Well, I have plenty of chances from now on. Next time I'll do much better. There will be a next time, right? Ayaka was so cute and so hot. Just couldn't get enough. Even without her warning me, I probably won't need any other fab material for a while. Notice Ayaka sent me a message. Did you send me a sexy selfie or something? I opened it with anticipation, but it's just text.
今日のお昼、いつもと違ってたの気づきました？
Is what it says. I mean, nothing comes to mind. If anything, I was confused by how normal she was acting. Honestly, I had no idea whatsoever. Send a message and reply comes back instantly.
またズキズキするの。我慢してたんですよ。
So the pain from her first time was still there. And she managed to act so calm. That's Maka. Tell me when it stops hurting. I send it another reply comes right back.
試してみたけど、
Set it out and it's
もう
fine
大
now.
丈夫でした
Ayaka says. Tested what? It's fine now. What's fine now? What did you test it with? So I spent the rest of the night tormented by my imagination.
やだ、たっくんからオスのフェロモンを
Oh
感
no.
じる。
今日から学校か。あんまりゴールデンウィークっぽいことしなかったな。
The long break is over and it's back to school. It's always so hard to get motivated after a long vacation. We did plenty, like the barbecue.
ああ、そうそう。楽しかったよな。ってもうそのネタいらないぞ。
I learned something. I actually learned something.
お前、私を神聖のアホとか思ってないか？
My bad, I'll downgrade you from spectacular idiot to just huge idiot.
あんまり変わってないだろそれ。
So you noticed.
今日からリトンチだっけ？綾香に寝取られちって気分はどうだ？
Rita's not my girl. If anyone had their girl stolen by Ayaka, it was you, right?
別に親友取られちゃったとか思ってないし、ジャンル違うし。
You're totally freaking me out. You're about to cry too.
はあ、万が一お前が綾香とくっついてくれてたらこんなことにならなかったのにな。
All this happened because of your with Ayaka. Well, maybe you're right.
今からでも遅くないから綾香とくっつけよ。そんでもってリトンは私に変換するのだ。
He was never yours to begin with. It's starting to feel bad for Hughie. That's right. What kind of face is she gonna make when she finds out about Ayaka and me? Pitiful face of a friend. I absolutely want to see her face when that happens.
お前なんか悪い顔してるぞ。新妻日和、積極性のなさで脱落と。
Retired!
ちょいちょいちょい、何勝手に人の名前にバッテンつけてるんだよ。
Hold on, freaking. That was important, okay? I will not accept any fucking compromise on that.
だってもう見込みなしでしょ。このヒロイン脱落ノート、すなわちヒダノートに名前を書かれた者はヒロインとして死を迎える。
嫌なノート作らないでよ。
たっくん今日からリトンちよね。もうリト的には男はいらないって感じ？
そこまでは言わないけど。
リトお姉ちゃん、あやかクッキー作ってきました。お兄ちゃんと食べてくださいね。
あや、愛してる。うちの子になろ。桜木橋あやかになっちゃおう。
リトがちょろすぎて泣けてくるけん。リトもヒダノートに書いた方がいいかしらね。言っとくけど、今日ねもヒロインとしては終わってるからな。
That day after school.
さてと、今夜は何食べたい？
Let's see.
お鍋がいいです。
いいわね、お鍋決定。
In my opinion,
意義があるの？
I do not.
だったらいいじゃない。
I just wanted to be asked. Also, Ayaka's just here, though.
何か問題でも？
No, not at all, but are you sure about this, Ayaka?
大丈夫です。今夜はお泊まりの用意もしてきちゃいました。
That's not what I meant.
ちゃんと家には伝えておきましたよ。メールで。
Kids these days are terrifying.
あや、後で一緒にお風呂入ろうね。
いいんですか？嬉しいです。姉妹水いらずですね。
She uses a term similar to what I used. In that case, if I join you, wouldn't that just make it siblings in private? Stop looking at me with such contempt. It'll become a fetish.
嫌ではないんですね。
あやの肌、とってもすべすべね。
Your skin is so soft, Ayaka-Route says.
お姉ちゃん
Your
の
skin is
肌
so
も
smooth too, Oni-chan, Ayaka says. This was emotional torture of the highest order. That was unnecessary. I might do the rest of this as I listen to the sound of two people sleeping through a curtain. Ayaka's so close to me right now. Mara jumps at Ayaka's sleepy murmuring, sleeking through the curtain. That's too much for a young man. The image of Ayaka during our first time appears in my mind. Please, sleep demon, come now! No one to fall asleep so badly in my life.
起きてください。お兄ちゃん。
Oh my, it's Ayaka appearing down
お
at me.
はようございます。
Good morning.
大丈夫ですよ。リトお姉ちゃんならまだ寝てますから。
Check the clock, it's definitely earlier than we usually wake up.
お兄ちゃん、昨夜眠れました？
Not really, to be honest.
あやかもです。だってドキドキしちゃって。
You too.
当たり前です。お兄ちゃんが隣にいるんだから。
Ayaka.
お兄ちゃんもしちゃいましたよね。
Oh yeah, I got pretty worked up.
もうそうじゃなくて、あやかを置かずにしてくれたんでしょ？
When? Huh? No, I couldn't possibly do that with Rito sleeping right there. Ayaka. Ayaka, why are you trembling?
おはようございます、お兄ちゃん。とてもいい朝ですね。
You think putting on your glasses is going to fool anyone? Ayaka vanished behind the curtain on the verge of tears. You're incredible, Ayaka. Even I managed to restrain myself, but you actually did it right next to Rito? I can't help but wonder if a love for masturbation just runs in the Ayaka-Route family bloodline.
妹がずっともぞもぞしてる。
たっくん、そこの本取って。
Piss off. Alright, alright.
たっくん、肩もんで。
Okay, okay.
たっくん、下僕になって。
Not happening.
たっくんのくせにやるじゃない。
I'm not gonna fall for such a basic trap.
たっくんときょうちゃん仲良しね。あれならなし崩し的にくっついたりして。
どうしたらそう見えるんだお前は。
たっくん、足の裏のツボをして。
Sorry, I suddenly have the urge to go for a walk and your feet probably stink, so you can do it yourself.
適当に理由つけて断るだけにして、足臭そうとか余計なことまで言わないで。
I really do want to go for a walk.
なんでこんな時間に？そもそもいつも散歩なんて言ってなかったのに。
Excuse me, I'm stepping out for a bit. I'll be back in about 30 minutes.
いいわよ。あ、帰りにカレーマン買ってきてくれる？
またお前は夜にそんなものを。すまんね、たくまくん。
No, no, it's fine.
ゆっくりしてきたまえ。
Right. I got a feeling he thinks I'm going out for a self-service session, but I'll just let him think that for now. You want anything?
お金。
Alright, I'm heading out.
なんか言ってよ。
Unfortunately, I don't have time to do with my useless sister. I leave the Aranami house and take off at a jog. My destination is... Ayaka!
お兄ちゃん。
Being braced without a word. Feels like the first time we've truly been alone in ages.
嬉しいです。来てくれて。
No, he hasn't since the last time you did it. Oh, that's what you mean. The joke was right there. I had to. Like, listen. Of course I can. There's no way I wouldn't. Got a text saying I'll be waiting at the park and rush right over. Are you sure about coming out this late?
はい、ちょっとコンビニに行くって出てきましたから。
It's dangerous for a cute girl like you to walk alone at night. I'm happy she came, but I still have to lecture her.
平気ですよ。マルも一緒ですから。
She is? You weren't alone at all. I nervously look around.
しばらく一人にしてって言ってありますから、大丈夫ですよ。
I see. I highly doubt there won't. He's definitely hiding somewhere nearby. But even that anxiety fades away as I feel Ayaka's warmth. First it's a soft kiss, just our lips gently touching. Quickly turns into a deep passionate kiss as if we're devouring each other. After all, we've been kept waiting for so long. There's no way we can hold back. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking do this. Unable to
Stop!
Ayaka suddenly grabs my crotch. More importantly, the area where my balls are located.
これ以上はもうダメですよ。
You're right. If I think about it calmly, she's right. Even though it's dark, having sex here would be way too risky. Even so, suddenly grabbed my crotch and was pressed by excitement. That's Ayaka for you. The high-minded, secretly perverted little sister seems to have plenty knowledge about this sort of thing.
お兄ちゃん、さっきの聞きました？
She really just grabbed him by the balls to calm him down. This shit's wild. Yeah, thanks to you, I've calmed him down.
よかった。もしあれでダメだったら膝蹴りしなきゃって思ってましたから。
Absolutely not. That would crush him. Just imagining it makes my crotch twinge.
でも嬉しいです。お兄ちゃん、そこまで興奮してくれたんですね。
Of course. I could do it anywhere with you, Ayaka. Being in the park, on the street, or on the roof.
嬉しいですけど、場所は選んでくださいね。
Yes. I know how to beat it to Ayaka, who makes a clear knee strike gesture. Leaving the park, we stopped near Ayaka's house. Are you sure it's okay to part ways here?
はい、マルがこの辺で待っててくれるはずなので。
She's nowhere to be seen.
姉様。
Ah! Little sister slides out silently in front of us as if floating. Her posture looks less like an archer's and more like that of an assassin.
いたいた。マル、待った？いいえ、姉様。今来たところ。
She clearly emerged from behind us now. Well, asking about it will only get me burned, so I'll stop there.
それじゃあ、お兄ちゃん、おやすみなさい。
Yeah, good night. Good night to you too, little sister.
未来永劫おやすみ。
For For all eternity? Once the two of them are out of sight, I turn on my heel. Kissing I felt incredible. My head is filled with nothing but that thought. Little sister saw us, but Elsie didn't care at all. Nah, maybe it even made me more excited. Does this mean I have a fetish for being watched? What I'm gonna do? It seemed the only way to calm myself down was to focus on something that ridiculous. Mommy, go Toka bought your curry bun.
あら、ありがとう、たっくん。
たくまくん、すっきりしたかね？
Huh? Oh yes, feel great after that exercise, yes. But in fact, I'm only more restless than before.
くんくん、
What is it, Kione?
この匂い。泥棒猫の匂いがす
Huh? What are you talking about?
る。なんてね。この距離で匂うわけないでしょ。
You got me. I fell for a basic trap.
たっくん、足の裏のツボをしてくれる？
I would be delighted to perform the service for you. I comply with Kione's command to obediently tend to her fate. This is the only way to prevent her from pressing the issue
見
further.
て見てあなた。やっぱりきょうちゃんとたっくんいい感じじゃない？
あれはあれであり。
They seem to be having a bizarre consensus, but I decide to ignore them for the time being.
切り札は最後まで残しておかなきゃね。お兄ちゃん、ありがとうございます。来てくれて。
Glad you're happy. Anyways, goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye.